All right, everybody, Scorpion here. So I'm trying to melt some copper and lead today. It's my first time melting lead, something a little new. If y'all interested in getting some lead from me, when you see finished products and stuff, let me know. Some of it will be for sale, and same for copper. It'll be pure copper. So y'all stick around. I'm gonna walk you through how to do this stuff. Well, probably not the Devil Forge. I've got videos on that already, but definitely on the lead. This is my first time as well, so if I make any mistakes, y'all can watch them happen. All right, so we are starting to see some progress in melting here. If y'all can see that. I am standing on the uphill side, so I'm not breathing these vapors. When I get down there close, I'll have to put my mask on to keep these vapors from breathing the vapors, but it's starting to melt. See if I can't get y'all in a little bit closer than just sitting on my head. They're saying you want about 800 degrees. I'll do some of that roofing lead in there. Try to melt that down first. Give it a little basis before I start throwing the wheel weights in that we separated. So we'll bring you back in a little bit. Alright, so here's what we got going. So your sticky wheel weights has got this stuff on the back. It's burning it off, burning some of the other nasty stuff off. So I'm gonna have to scoop all that dross off when I'm done. So I figure I'd give y'all a look at kind of how it's going. Part the way in here. Alright, y'all, so I done put about half a bucket of lead in there, plus I had the 2 pieces from the pipe lead first before I did that. So I figured I might ought to stop adding lead and just kind of let it do its thing, because that pot ought to be pretty heavy by now, to be honest with you. So basically, look how beautiful that is. But you can see all the dross on top. Still some lead up here. It's got to melt. But all that, this dross and the metal clips floating up right here, still floats. Floats too long, then it's going to mean that we missed some stuff. People always call you when you're in the middle of something. That one's steel. All those clips, all the backs and everything come off of there. Just enough wind to keep that fumes blowing away from me. Get this stuff out in time, you don't have to worry about the zinc melting in it. It's funny, when you pull, you can feel the lead. It's not like going through water. You can actually feel the weight. the metal's so heavy. I only want the clean stuff. So let's see what happens here when we try to pour some. Definitely going to need a bigger thing here to pour with, but for a first time it's not too bad. Let's see what that looks like when I take it out, if it actually heats itself up and molds together or not. It looks like it's melting it, molding together. There's a couple little bars. People are always like, well, what do you want to use this for? Well, you have bullets, you have weights for tractors to help keep the front end down. Farmers will love you. Then you also have fishing lures, trash, and all that other stuff. That you can use it for. There's really no telling what you may come up with. What you may need to make or want to make. Try to get them about the same size so the weights are somewhere close to the same. I would say this would be a lot easier if it was all sitting up on top of a table where I didn't have to bend over and do it. Here's my first time pouring lead. Let's see what all we end up with at the end. Alright, so we're going to pour a couple loads with this lead here.
I had a conversation with the guy in the house, place X. I've been saving here now and there for a number of years. So about 100 pounds to a pound.
Invaded by a chicken.
Well, you got to take out gas. That's been my question to him all along. We're going to make anything off of it, we're going to burn more gas than we get. But, take it to the scrap yard, it's all supposed to pound versus almost $5. If you smash it all down, you get more off of it. know, yeah, I got to talk to my cousin about getting stuff out of there.
So this stuff is really easy to work with. You just have to watch out for the fumes. Let's pull one of these bolts over here.
I want to take make it full.
Of course, I half missed.
Make like a cold burn full.
I'll pull one of these. And like I said, it's a lot easier. This is all up the same level on the table or something, so I wasn't bending over. When I get my shop stuff made, I'll eventually be at that point. But right now, I'm in the learning process and everything else. So it really doesn't take long to melt this stuff either. Once it starts, you're pretty good.
That's my hand, man.
Starting to get down kind of low in the lid in the pot, so it's picking up some dross. It's loaded up that I thought I had all clean, but that's all right. All right, heat some more up. Pour a few more. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this two-handed. So once this stuff's heated up, of course I'm just trying to stay at arm's length, and I'm on the uphill side, or downhill, whatever you want to call it, away from the direction the wind's going. Scoop this stuff out because I don't want to be breathing it. But I mean, it's that easy to scoop out. Lead's heavy, it falls right out the bottom of that spoon there. This is all steel clips you can toss in with your, you know, steel and all. Isn't hard except for staying away from the fumes. You see the burner down there, as you can tell, it's not wide open. Just running it up. I mean, 800 degrees is gonna be the most you want this to get anyway. I love what that stuff looks like when you take that slag off. It's so beautiful. See that? Bring y'all back and forth here in just a second once I get the rest of this slag off. See if I can do this without making a mess. Like it's warm enough that it's not setting up on me, so there shouldn't be pour lines in it. So now here's if I do these. Oh, that one may not have pour lines. I think get my oil finally warmed up. Oh, couldn't got it that time. Too excited.
Now you know what about basketball.
I think this is probably one of my favorite metals to mess with. So shiny.
Take the bubble clear. Take the bubble clear again.
Alright.
And clean them all up.
That is it.
Get all that cleaned up.
So I know it's a little late for Halloween, but preheated this pan a little bit. how I get a couple of these to come out good. Hopefully it won't have pour lines in it. The first ones I did had some pour lines in them because the pan wasn't warm. The pan should be warm now. Cast iron molds have been leaving pour lines in it because they still haven't heated up, even though I've poured 3 or 4 times in them. Cast these in case somebody wants something a little different than just a regular cast or a muffin cast. Try to give people some variety to choose from. Maybe they'll be warm enough now that they won't set up on me. No, I'm still setting up on me. Oh well, it's alright. A few pour lines ain't gonna hurt nothing. This little one here, he fills up in one scoop, so I don't have to worry about it with him. That's what's left. I'm gonna add some more to it. We've been at it for a few hours. It takes a long time to get copper to melt. Got a couple, probably about 6-7 pound bars up here. Had to put the tank in water because it was freezing up. Help warm it back up, keep it from freezing. Because if you don't know, when gas gets cold, it quits flowing. While we're out here doing this, we're supporting Drew's Roofing and Home Repair because he's the one that gave me this roofing lead here. He gave me a whole tote of it, and I've melted a couple pieces along with these wheel weights and all. That's one of them I folded up and stuck in the pot there. So that bucket is almost done. That'll be the third half bucket of wheel weights that were all lead. So I got this half bucket left, and then I'll have to go get more wheel weights. But here's all the lead I've poured so far. I have no idea what the weights are on them. I don't have a scale over here. But I'm pouring a few different sizes depending on what people may or may not want. And I want it to be able to stack pretty decent because I'm going to hold on to some myself. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. And I'm going to get back to work. Alright, so I know the lighting isn't too great out here. But I still got a bucket like that. It's half full of wheel weights. There's a tote. That's from the roof and lead and stuff. Basically this is my big bars that I poured. I'll try to take one of each in and get it on video for you. But that's a section of those. Top up here, muffins. Whew, can't hold on to it. So we can get it up in some light. So it goes all the way over to here and down to here. And this is my pumpkins and ghost. I poured in a baking pan. Pretty good amount of weight to them there. It's got a little dirt or crud in that one, but yeah, they got some weight to them. That goes all the way across here, and then my little bars that I poured are right here. Big ones, little ones. So as I said, some of this stuff I'm going to keep, and some of it's for sale. So if you're interested, let me know. I don't plan on doing a bunch of shining on them or nothing like that. It's pure lead. You can use it for a whole bunch of different things. And I definitely still have some more to pour. So, well, that's pretty good for a few hours tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Alright, so got my scale out. It's supposed to weigh up to like, I think it's 880 pounds or whatever. Got it plugged in. I'm gonna empty the bucket out, get a weight on it and tear it out, and then add all the lead into that just to see how much I actually got poured or casted today. I think it's probably about half of what I have. So y'all stay tuned for a minute and we'll see what we got. Alright, so on off button. Weighs nothing. So we're gonna take the bucket, set the bucket up here. It comes up to 2 pounds. We're gonna tear it. And now we'll put all this in here and see what it weighs. I apologize for the lighting. I know it ain't hitting on too awful much out here. Alright, so I poured more of these than anything. And these are just little muffin things. That's saying 48.2 pounds. So I'll start adding these in. These are a little bit bigger than those muffins. So 76.8. Now we're going to add the Ghost. Love that sound. Alright, that's the last Ghost. That brings us up to 102.6. I'll put the big bars in. I say big bars, they're really not that big, but I know the lead weighs a lot and didn't want to pour anything too awful big. Puts us up to 128 even. And now the little ones. So I casted a total of 136.4 pounds of lead today. That's a pretty good amount. Surprised the handle stayed on the bucket. So I need to apparently it doesn't like that. I'll try to get a weight. Alright. It's back at 0. So my dad was there helping. 7.2 pounds. 14.6 pounds. And 21.8 pounds of copper. So I got first bar at 7.2. Second bar at 7.2 again. That'll never happen again. And the last one at 7.4. So all of this stuff will be for sale. If you're trying to get your copper or lead stack up, or just stack some for whatever reason you want. Hope y'all enjoyed.